What is up, guys? It is RSC6414 here, back with another video. And if you notice, I'm in different scenery here. I am in a hotel room in Auburn, Alabama, on the road to WrestleMania 30. We'll get there tomorrow, and it should be awesome. So can't wait. Let's go ahead and preview and predict. This video is basically me previewing and predicting each match on the WrestleMania 30 card. I'll give you 2 or 3 minute preview on each match, who I think is gonna win, and yeah. So first match we have is the pre-show match. It is a Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Championship match. They said it'll be on the WWE Network. The pre-show starts at 5, but the actual match itself seems like it won't be till 6. So it should be good. The Usos, the tag team champions, are defending against the Los Matadores, Ryback, and the Real Americans. Overall, it should be a good match. I'm looking forward to it. The Usos won the titles about a month back after they defeated the New Age Outlaws to become new tag team champions. And this should be good, but if I had to pick a team, I'd probably pick the Usos. I think it's too early in their run for them to drop the tag titles here. I could see it happening, but they've only held it for about a month and a half now, so I think it's a little too early for them to drop them here. I'd like to see the Los Matadores win, but I'm going to have to pick the Usos, so I hope the Usos or Los Matadores win. But if I had to go with anybody, I'd pick the Usos. And then the next match we have is a 3-on-3 tag match. These matches don't go in any particular order. You have Kane and the New Age Outlaws, Road Dogg and Billy Gunn, taking on the Shield, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose. It should be a good match. This match was put together about 2 weeks ago, and basically the Shield kind of turned on Kane when he was giving them orders. He basically started feuding with them, and then the New Age Outlaws joined Kane's side to become basically like the corporate Outlaws with corporate Kane. And since then, it's just had some decent build for the past 2 weeks, and they've just kind of been abusing their power on the Shield, putting them in various tag matches, one after the other. But it should be interesting. If I had to pick a team, I'd definitely pick the Shield here. I think they're going to win. It's kind of odd seeing the Shield as kind of the face team here after they've been heels since they got to the WWE. I don't think it'd make much sense for Kane and the New Age Outlaws to win here. I think the Shield will put an end to it. So my pick is the Shield to defeat Kane and the New Age Outlaws. The next match we have Andre the Giant 30-man Memorial Battle Royal. Let's see who the winner gets the Andre the Giant Memorial Trophy. This is the first year they'll do it. I think this should be like a regular yearly thing. If they have a trophy for it, it would make perfect sense if they did. But the competitors involved in this, you have Brodus Clay, Santino Marella, Christian, Rey Mysterio, Sin Cara, Goldust, R-Truth, Fandango, Zack Ryder, Darren Young, Drew McIntyre, Jinder Mahal, Heath Slater, Mark Henry, Justin Gabriel, Damian Sandow, Titus O'Neil, Great Khali, The Miz, Dolph Ziggler, Kofi. Looks like Brad Maddox is in this match. And you got Big E. And 3 ain't enough, man. I need 5. And Del Rio and Big Show. And a lot of people, the Big Show, they're favoring because it would make sense. He's the closest thing to the Giant. He was called the Giant at one time. So a lot of people are picking him. There's about 3 or 4 mysterious people that haven't been announced, so those aren't all the guys in the match itself. Sheamus and Cody Rhodes are in it if I didn't mention them. But I could see Kofi Kingston winning. He's been in a lot of Royal Rumble matches. He's put on a good show in every one, so it would make a lot of sense for him to win here. The Big Show would be almost too obvious for him to win, in my opinion. I don't think they'll be that obvious and make it that he would win. I could see Del Rio or Mark Henry even winning. But I think Big Show will probably be one of the final 4, along with maybe Mark Henry, Dolph Ziggler, and Kofi Kingston. I could see that, or Big E. If I had to pick a guy, I'm going to go ahead and pick Kofi Kingston to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I think Kofi will put on a good show and he'll finally get that Battle Royal win and get his big WrestleMania moment. So my pick, Kofi Kingston. Boom, boom. And the next match we have is the Vicky Guerrero Divas Invitational Championship match. AJ Lee defends the title against basically every diva on the roster. Vicky Guerrero came out about 2 weeks ago on Raw. She announced that AJ Lee will be defending against all these divas, and basically she announced every diva that was on the roster. They all came out, etc., etc. Some of the people you have in this match, you have Tamina. You have AJ Lee defending against Tamina, her own bodyguard, so that should be interesting. Natalya, Eva Marie, Rosa Mendez, Cameron, Naomi, Alicia Fox, Layla, and various other divas. Summer Rae, Nikki Bella, Brie Bella. I think I listed them all. So yeah, it should be whatever, to be honest. I could see a title change. AJ Lee's held the title for over 250 days plus, the longest Divas champion ever. She's had a great reign. I'd like to see her keep the title here, considering she's one of my favorite divas. If she doesn't, I'd like to see Tamina or Summer Rae win. I think Tamina would make the most sense, but it looks like they're hinting maybe they'll have Naomi take the title off of her, of the Funkadactyls. It should be, whatever, for what it's worth, it should be interesting, but I think it'll be a really sloppy match. But if I had to pick, I'm going to have to pick Tamina to pick up the win and become your new Divas champion. So my pick, Tamina. The next match that we have is John Cena, Mr. Kickout at 2.5 all day, every day, versus Bray Wyatt of the Wyatt family. This should be a good match. It's had great build. John Cena fooled the Wyatt family by putting on the Eric Rowan lamb mask on Raw. This feud's been good, back and forth. The Wyatt family have gotten into Cena's head. He proved that they can get in his head, but they can't beat him mentally like that. And it should be a good match, but I really do hope that John Cena loses. If he loses, they always do this. They give Cena the win, and it's ruined so many guys' big momentum going into it. Bray Wyatt's yet to lose a singles match. If he loses this to John Cena, I'll be really mad, because, I mean, it's about time John Cena loses a WrestleMania match. He did lose to The Rock at 28, but this match, I think this match would have benefited Bray Wyatt a lot more than it would John Cena. So that's why I think Bray Wyatt should get the win here. Eric Rowan and Luke Harper will be ringside, so it should be entertaining. Don't be surprised if they interfere, distract him, etc., etc. If I had to pick, I'm going to go with Bray Wyatt to pick up the win here over John Cena. I think it'll be a decent match, and I'm going to have to pick Bray Wyatt. The next match we have is the Undertaker, 21-0. Could he go 22-0? He faces Brock Lesnar. The Streak, the Beast versus the Streak. The Streak is on the line. This is the match I'm most looking forward to right here. This should be a really dang good match. I'd like to see Brock Lesnar win and end the streak, but I also like the Undertaker a lot too, so it's kind of, I'm torn apart to who I want to win. But I'm going for Brock Lesnar. I'm a big Brock Lesnar fan, and I think they'll put on a good match. Every Undertaker match for the past 4 or 5 years for the WrestleMania has been one of the better ones on the show itself. The streak is unreal. To see Undertaker in person in defending his streak will be unreal at WrestleMania, so that should be awesome. I've never seen Brock Lesnar in person, so that'll be cool. But if I had to pick, I'm going to have to pick The Undertaker here. I don't think that Brock Lesnar is going to end the streak. I think that The Undertaker will keep the streak alive. So my pick, The Undertaker. I think it should be a good match. And yeah, so my pick, The Undertaker, to go 22-0 and keep the streak alive. And the next match, Triple H versus Daniel Bryan. Yes, yes, yes. And Triple H gotta bow down to the game, but it should be a good match. There's really not one match on here that I'm not like dreading to see. Like in the past few WrestleManias, there's always been that 1 or 2 matches. I can't complain about the card. Really, probably I'm a little biased because I'm going, but still. But like I said, Triple H versus Daniel Bryan. The winner gets entered in the main event match to make it a triple threat for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Triple H and Daniel Bryan have been feuding with the Authority for months now, about since SummerSlam last year of August, so it's been a long time. They're finally taking on each other. This match was all set up when Daniel Bryan had the Yes Occupied movement. They took over Raw. He basically said, we'll stop this takeover if you accept my challenge to face me one-on-one at WrestleMania 30. He agreed. And then Daniel Bryan also said whoever wins the match gets entered in the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match for the main event for the triple threat. And Triple H had no choice but to accept to keep Raw going and not be embarrassed by getting his show taken over the whole night. So it should be a good match. A lot of people want Daniel Bryan. They think he deserves a shot. I think he deserves a shot. I'm not the biggest Daniel Bryan fan. I do like Daniel Bryan, but he's not my favorite. But I do like Daniel Bryan. I'd like to see him win here over Triple H. Triple H, I don't think he really deserves to be in the championship match, to be honest. The Yes movement will continue. Everybody will be going nuts. I'll be doing yes, yes, yes. So my pick will be Daniel Bryan to pick up the win and go on to face Batista and Randy Orton in the triple threat for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So my pick, Daniel Bryan. Yes, yes, yes. And the main event, if my prediction comes true, Randy Orton defending the WWE World Heavyweight Championship versus the Animal Batista, who won the Royal Rumble to get in this match. One of my favorite wrestlers right now in the WWE is Batista. A lot of people hate him for different reasons. They don't think he deserves it, really. I mean, to be honest, he really doesn't deserve to be in the main event because he came back a couple of months ago. But I'm not complaining because I'm a big Batista fan. So that's who I'm going for in this match. Randy Orton defends the title against the Animal Batista, like I said, and Daniel Bryan, if my pick comes true, which I'm pretty sure it will. I really don't see Triple H winning that match versus Bryan, but so yeah, it should be a good match. I'm excited for it. I'd like to see Batista win. I don't think Randy Orton will win. He's retained it a couple times, Elimination Chamber and the Rumble. He's kind of switched it off. He's held it since Hell in a Cell in October. I think it was October 27th when he won it versus Daniel Bryan. He's held it since then. He's held it for a good 4.5 months. And I think it's time for him to drop the title here. So I'm going to have to pick the Animal Batista. So my pick, Batista to become new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. I could easily see Daniel Bryan winning, but I'm going to have to pick Batista to become the new champion and feud with Daniel Bryan going into Extreme Rules. That's what I think is going to happen. So my pick, Batista. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you guys enjoy WrestleMania 30. I know I will. It's the best time of year. WrestleMania weekend, WrestleMania week. Hope you guys enjoy it. Celebrate. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out my other videos and subscribe. Thanks, guys.